doing?
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
Oh, on.
Let's go 3, 2, 1.
No, we already did that.
That was for the picture.
Yeah. Oh, well, this don't count. This don't count down.
Incredible news for...
No, breaking.
Oh, breaking news. Incredible breaking news. There's so much. I don't know if my head's going to contain all the information. I got to get it out fast. It's like oozing out of my nostrils and everything.
Well, let everybody jump on here.
Okay, I'll wait.
Well, you can be entertaining while they jump on.
Okay. Let me see. What can I do?
What can you do?
What can I do? Be entertaining. Hey, Mom.
Ultimate punch.
I try to make that real dorky. Yes.
55. Oh, 54, we lost one.
Oh, they got mad. I wouldn't watch me for nothing.
Oh, 56.
56 got 2. 54 to 56.
Lost 1, gained 2.
Yes.
That's the way it is with weight. Lost 1, gained 2.
Everybody, when I got back from West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
So listen, this is what happened. I went to West Virginia. A dear cousin of mine had passed away, and down in West Virginia they have Southern funerals, and I think all they do is eat at funerals.
That's all you do.
Yeah. So I left here Friday night, got there about 11 p.m. Friday night, right? So as soon as I walked in the door, the whole house was full of food. I was like, oh my gosh, because I eat intermittent fast. I only eat once a day, and I always vegetables. So then I tried not to eat that night. Then I got that morning, they had breakfast and they had lunch, and then we had to go to the church, and we had the wake, and then the fellowship hall's next door. I walk in and there's a 52,000 mile table with nothing but carnage.
Casseroles.
Everywhere. It was like all I wanted to do is jump and just bathe in it. And them ladies, and I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm not a vegan. I'm not nothing. I want to purely sin is all I'm going to do.
And you did.
And I sinned.
Yes.
I told them church ladies, I said, listen to me. I said, you've caused me to sin. I got to go to confession. I need to cut myself with broken pottery, and I need to just ooze myself like Job. And I ate. And do you know, I sat there waiting for the wake and everything in the family, and me and my cousins talking, all the guys. I ate for 6 hours.
Yep.
Straight. I couldn't get full.
I know.
And the next day, we had the funeral, and I ate breakfast, right? They fed me breakfast. Then we had the funeral, and then we came back at the fellowship hall and ate again, and I couldn't stop.
I know.
Chicken and dumplings and sauerkraut casseroles.
I love dumplings.
Green beans and cornbread. And, I got completely drunk. You might as well just shot me with a drug. I gained 12 pounds in 2 days.
You did, yep.
So I came home Sunday night, barely got it home at 1 o'clock in the morning because I was just like so tired. We were up so late.
And you had to eat candy to stay awake.
And I hate all that. So
I know.
Sunday night was my last meal, right? At midnight.
Well, the candy, you had to eat all that on the way.
I got here at midnight, Amanda.
Oh,
right?
okay, yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. So I got here at Sunday night, and I haven't eaten until just now. I have fasted 3 days. I mean, I haven't eaten one morsel until just now. I was like, they asked me, how can you go 3 days without? I mean, I didn't get hungry. I have not eaten anything. I haven't nothing. I just fasted for 3 days. Wow. And my hat's off to the Becca Baptist, United Baptist things. Becco or Becca? I couldn't remember. I was trying to remember if it was an O or an A at the end. In West Virginia, them ladies were marvelous. They were just, I don't know if I was just so hungry because I've been fasting for about 9 months. And when I got a hold of that food, I just fell off. I jumped off the wagon and rolled around in it.
It's very tempting. It's just unbelievable
They're
temptation.
great folks. It was awesome folks. But anyway, that's what I've been doing. Now we're back on our incredible tiny home news, everybody.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Entitled, all right, there's a couple things I want to show you. Behind me, as you guys can see, is the beach area. Those homes are set up and ready to be delivered. And so we've got, I think, 3 or 4 more is going over tomorrow. So what we're doing is we're actually setting them up kind of in the same spacing as it would be at the beach when it's developed.
That's
The only
awesome.
thing I'm missing here is that whole row of that concrete area is going to be full of trees and vegetation. And then in between each one, we hope to have palm trees and bamboo and all that kind of stuff in between each one. Now, it may take a year or two for all that to mature. So, but we're going to buy plants and trees and stuff and plant them in there. That's where most of the money of development will go, will be vegetation.
Can we walk closer over there and can you kind of
Yeah.
show where the, because this is going to be blocked too.
I'm going to plant trees all along here. This is going to kind of be a farm pasture area. We may do I don't know if I'll, like there's a shopping area. I don't know if I'll have it right here or out here. But I want to build kind of like a restaurant, lodge, hangout, multi-purpose building room, and it's going to be. I want it to be big beams, glass, just kind of like a lodge I built at a Brothers Cove resort that I used to own. And so I want to have that. When you walk in, there's like half a dozen sofas, big fluffy chairs, big fireplace to hang out, and a restaurant inside that thing. So if you just want to come over and read the paper and meet up with 3 or 4 friends and get into the Wi-Fi, you can hang out and they don't pay nothing, you know. That's just a place. I was kind of thinking my buddy's a chef, so what I want him to do is just cook. And if you guys are there, he's going to yell your name. Hey, your plate's ready. You come up and get your own plate. You can go back in the kitchen if you want, right?
Yes.
It's just free for all. It's not a formal thing. So he'll ding, hey, Wilma, your plate's ready. You know, Wilma 4 or whatever. You guys get your own plates. I don't know. I'm kind of. It might sound weird.
Well, and too with everybody working here and stuff, there's going to be breakfast and lunch and coffee
and
stuff
coffee
like that.
and danishes and stuff. So I don't know. At the what I've always liked is the Rocky movie, Rocky 4.
Yeah.
And he had the Adrian Kitchen or Adrian Restaurant.
Rocky 5.
Rocky 5. And he had the Adrian Kitchen. That was Adrian Restaurant.
Adrian's, yeah.
And I always liked how his buddy came in that he fought back when he was younger. Spider.
Yeah.
And he just went and helped out in the kitchen and washed dishes and all that stuff. And so I want that. If you guys want to come in and help clean up the kitchen and wash and stuff, it's a place to hang out. So it's just a big community restaurant kind of thing. And that's the environment that I'm looking for.
And David's a great chef, and he'll fix.
My buddy David is a chef
anything.
right now for 4 restaurants in Pigeon Forge, Sevierville.
Yes.
And so we're hoping maybe in a year or 2 or however that's going to materialize that we'll have that here. So look down that row. Isn't that cool?
That is beautiful.
Now we may have them a little bit too close because there's actually only 9 homes between here and there. And we've already got 5. So to put 4, we can spread them out a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And two, you want to put trees over at the fence line and stuff. That's going to
Trees
go
all along between the houses and the farm. And then we're going to cut out concrete between each house. So I'll cut a swath of concrete out and plant trees that'll come out and be a barrier between the two. So when the home will be here, the car will park beside the house with a little outbuilding, a little 4x8 out shed. And I want everybody's porches to be out here. So everybody will have a porch. I'd like to underpin every home skirting, so they all have skirts. A porch, you got a little stoop and everybody, so everybody's sitting outside. And then right down this middle, see this right here? Okay, you'll have your road here. So the road will come in, it'll turn and go back out.
Okay.
And
But in the middle,
I'm gonna cut all that concrete out and I'm gonna full trees and water features.
oh
and
wow.
water. I haven't even thought about what I'm going to do yet, but it'll be a beautiful thing to look at.
Yeah.
And be an environment, and so you can walk around here, and over there, you're going to duplicate the same thing. This is already cut out concrete, but there'll be homes backed up to that, so they have a home. There'll be 9 homes that way, and 9 homes there, right?
So how many on here, and what are the size of the lots?
So there's 18 homes on this hunk of concrete.
18.
And 18 on that. There's 36 homes.
So
That's
36
it.
homes.
That's
okay.
it. So the road's gonna come up here, be a house there, right? Down the corner, and the road's gonna turn, be a water feature like a boulevard,
Yeah.
and then turn and go out.
Yeah.
And so when you come in, you have your house and your car. Let's say that you're the last one. There'll be a row of trees between us and the factory. So your house will be here, and you'll pull in, park. You pull out, and you go right on out, like that.
Okay, so will there be parking in front of the homes on the beach, or will
side.
the parking be
The
off on the
side.
side? It'll be on the side.
So I've measured out is they're 45 feet deep. So we can accommodate a good sized home if you want, like a 30-foot home. And also we can cantilever out the back side of the concrete too if we need to. But they're 45 by 30.
And just go over real quick, and I've got a lot of questions that I need to go over. But just real quick, back behind there, like where the factory is and everything, you're gonna put trees back there as well, right?
You mean that big building?
Yeah, I mean the fence line before the road.
Yeah, well, there's a power line there, so I can't grow tall trees.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's just what you're gonna see.
Right. Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
But what we're gonna put trees is behind the building.
Yes.
I mean the the tiny homes. There'll be a row of trees right there, and I want to put them along the perimeter of the concrete.
Okay.
And actually, I'm gonna cut this out and put a row of trees right here.
I see that would be pretty too.
So right here, there'll be a wall of trees, so you don't enter the beach from here.
You enter it
From over there in
from
Tiny
over
Town.
there. You'll enter it over there.
Town Way.
Okay.
Yep. So this will
that's
be
great.
a loop with a boulevard, a loop with a boulevard, 18 homes and 18 homes.
And what are the conditions? Is it just like the forest? Can you go over those real quick? The
Yeah, we're
how
still
much?
offering our $9,000 deposit. I mean a $6,000 deposit for a 2-year free rent. I pay you back your deposit, and then after that it's $200 a month.
Okay.
So, but what I like to do is I like to put a twist on this. I was thinking about doing all of them, and we may do that if there's enough interest. But what I like to do is start off with these first 18 homes, 9 and 9, as we can do this as an Airbnb.
And when does everybody start paying rent?
After I'm done with the infrastructure, when it's available for you to put your home on, is when the time begins. It's like the forest. We finalized today. Finally, they have been here all week. The city, they came here today, and we finally finalized what we want to do. It has been a lot of. We have changed probably the sewer layout out there 6 times. Today was perfect.
Really?
We finally figured out, and part of it, quarters of a mile walking trail. Let me show you exactly where that walking trail is.
Okay.
You see that? There's a tree line right there.
Yes.
That's our property line, and it's probably 1,000 feet or better from here to there.
Wow.
Probably 1,500 feet. So that tree line is going to have a little walking trail road that we featured yesterday. You go along that tree line, right? And then from there, all the way, you get on Tiny Town Way. You'll take Tiny Town Way all the way up. Then you go through Jack Pine, through the first phase of the forest. Then in the back part of Jack Pine, that's when the trail begins in the woods. So you'll take that trail and you follow all the way back, which is another 1,000 feet.
And we took that yesterday.
So that's like 2,500 feet that way. Come back around to the very end. I think that's about another 700 to 800 feet. Come through the road like we talked in the forest. Come back out, turn on Tiny Town Way. Then we connected it with another road that connects in the back of the factory. Then there's already a road there, and we'll go back where we began at the Prairie.
And it goes behind the shop, behind the
You
building,
can go behind the shop, and
which is beside the railroad.
Exactly.
Very cool.
You know what? If that's 2,500, that's 2,500. It might be a mile around
I bet
this
it's a
thing.
mile.
Isn't that
That's
cool?
amazing.
So you guys
Randy.
can walk every day.
Yeah.
You know, walk at us 2 or 3 times a day. You got 2 or 3
2 or
miles.
3 miles.
In. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And you don't have to go anywhere. And it's 3/4 of this place is fenced in.
Yeah.
So I'll probably maybe end up fencing the rest of the forest in so we can lock it all down, and it'll add some more comfort to you guys. But there is a railroad track around that end that's not fenced in.
Right.
So.
Let me go back through some of my questions because
Yeah.
I've got a ton of them.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. Let me go back to the beginning here because I want to try and get as many as I can. Wow, we've already got a lot of comments. That is awesome. I love, see, this is one of the things that I love instead of recording, because when you record, you don't get all
I know,
this.
and it's more entertaining. I love answering questions.
Of course. It's just we want to make sure.
I want to know what everybody's thinking and what, the feel of stuff,
Let's see. Let me
She's
just-
filtering through
I know, I'm
everybody.
filtering through here.
So hang in there.
Um,
I can't read like you do.
Let's
That's awesome.
see. I know. I skimmed through it. Carl wants to know how much weight difference between the OSB and regular plywood.
I don't know that.
Hmm.
It can't be too much.
Not that big of a deal.
No.
Somebody said, any news on the Prairie? We can probably walk over there here in a little bit, right?
I have not even put my thoughts to the Prairie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cheryl said, hey, Manders and hey, Randers. I never even thought about saying Randers. That's cute. Very cute. Let's see. Is the original American Freedom still available off-grid, or has the price gone up from $25,000?
The American Freedom.
The original 3-4 years.
The one I first built?
4.5 years ago.
You know what? The Freedom that we sell now with the dormer is very similar to that one we sold for 25 grand.
Mm-hmm.
I had just a little off-grid. I think I had a windmill on it. Is all I had.
Yeah, right. And it was very minor. It wasn't enough at that.
Yeah, I didn't know much about it, and Lucas was just starting.
Yeah. Spirit for Joy, and I cannot remember what her name is, but I remember talking to her. She's up in Vegas, and she said, I'm still collecting design ideas, and she needs a 8x20 tiny home for disabled.
I loved 8x20.
Yes, it's a great one.
RJOs, everybody, look, we sell them for 15, add 4 more feet for 5 grand, and you got a 20-foot home.
And again, what was the lot sizes? Lynn Lowe?
45 by 30.
20, what was it?
45 by 30.
45 by 30, okay.
Yeah. They're 45 deep.
Beth wants to know, is this an Airbnb or an actual homestead, like a neighborhood?
Well, I'm going to do both, I think, right here. This is what I want to do. I want to do a tiny home hotel right here. So 18 investment properties.
Mm-hmm.
So if you come in here, you can buy a home, a lot, put a deposit on a lot, buy your home. So let's say you buy, just like we did in the forest, you can buy a RJO. Like that white one right there.
Mm-hmm.
So buy it for $15,000. You park it here, right? And it's for a hotel, tiny home hotel, just like Wicasa. And we manage it, we rent it out, we clean it, we maintain it, we take care of it, we take a split in the rental income that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pay for itself. If you want to, you move it out, we put another one in. But this is a tiny home hotel, just like Wicasa. They're trying to do it across the United States. And that's what I talked about yesterday. Because we build so less expensive than everyone.
Yeah.
And because I'm just charging on the infrastructure what it costs, right?
Yes.
You're in here for a fraction, and you can create an income.
It says it's Al, the guy that wants to build the New Zealand style SIP tiny home and live in the community. So he's on there.
Hey, buddy.
Lynn had a great question too. She has great questions. I love Lynn. Question, if the PSPI doesn't come in custom colors anymore, what paints will be used at the beach home?
Good
or
question.
Are we sticking with that, or what's going on?
I don't know the paint. We had a lady here today that wanted it a really like a metallic green on her house, and I didn't know either. So we have to really look into that.
Yeah.
And see what kind of paint, if at all or anything, would be a good idea to paint the PSPI.
Sean wants to know, how long will the houses be?
What's up to you? I mean, well, I got a lot that's 45, so I think a 30-footer would be max.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
Will there be parking? Okay, we already did that. Someone asked, what if they have 2 cars?
Well, there's probably only a spot. Well, you know what? If it's 45 feet deep, you could probably get 2 cars on the side of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna try and have an area for containers and storage and things
we're
like
gonna build
that.
a storage, and that's another thing I was trying to do. The last 3 weeks, everybody, we've taken on 15, 17 new employees, so it's been kind of hectic here, getting everybody organized and taught how we want to do. But that's another thing I want to do after we get our building is I want to build a storage facility here that we can rent storage buildings to y'all.
To the people here. Lynn wants to know, so can Bryce's container fit at the beach?
That'd
40
be pushing
foot.
it, wouldn't it?
That'd be very much
it doesn't have a
pushing it.
tongue on it, so it'd be right there at the thing. And that's like I said, it can cantilever off the back of the concrete if we need to. Yeah.
Beth wants to know, how can you get out of the house if you park beside it? Well, there'll be enough room to...
Can't get out, ever.
You have to stay in your house. No.
You can't get in or out.
Exactly. No, there'll be plenty of room.
Well, you got the door in the end or on the other side.
Exactly. Let's see.
These homes are designed with the doors on the ends.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that's why I want a tiny home hotel, because I want to build the houses that have to have the design that is conducive for this environment. All right. The Prairie is going to be wide open. Build whatever you want. We'll set here. An island feel. This is an island home. I want porches on every one of those.
Yeah.
And maybe with a porch swing or some rockers or stuff like that. It's made for this
And
environment.
that's what we're going to do those. We're going to do the porches and things like that, right?
Yeah.
The outbuildings or anything. Now, can they have outbuildings on here? There's not going to be a room for an outbuilding.
This is for rental.
This is for rental.
Yeah,
okay.
this is for, this is this is not, you don't live in this section. Now, because there's 2 sections of the beach, there's one over there and one over here. I'm thinking about having a residential beach area, and this is a tiny
rental.
house hotel.
Okay, I see.
The hotel, you don't live. It's
Okay.
made for overnight. You're going to stay 2-3 nights and be gone. It can be used for our seminars. It can be used for people passing by. I could rent probably most of these just from people visiting us right now.
Now, people are, there's people asking about after the 3 years. There's just no way to project after 3 years, like the $200 and stuff. They're concerned about that it'll go up to, I guess, skyrocket.
Yeah. Everybody, I can't guarantee what we're going to do. All I can say is what I'm going to do and how I run my business and who I am as a person and my philosophy in business is I'm not going to charge an exorbitant amount for rental ever. And the reason is my philosophy is this. If you're making money off your investment, or if you're living here, right? If you're happy living here, you're not going to be looking. So if I gouge you and we're going up to $500, $600, $700 a month rent, you're going to be looking for wherever you can get out of here.
Anywhere else, yeah.
Right? To move. I don't want you to leave. I want you to be happy
No.
here. I want you to participate in planting flowers and
Yeah.
being part of the lodge. So I don't want it to be a strain.
No.
This is going to be a home for you.
Yes.
If you have an investment property here, it's made for you to make money. My whole philosophy in business is to make a little bit of money off everybody.
Yes.
Not a big hunk. All right? And surely, after this is all done, it may be an icon in the industry. And it may be worth $700, $800 a month. But I'll never go there.
Right. Now, this is a great question that she's asking, and we actually talked about it just for a little bit, but will there be smoking allowed on this property? Of course, you and I hate smoking, so I don't know what.
Like smoking on the property, what does that mean?
Like smoking. Can
Like
you smoke
walk
on?
around smoking?
Yeah, can you walk around? Like if somebody's sitting on their porch and the other person doesn't smoke, how's that going to be handled?
I don't know.
I don't
I
either.
ain't got a clue on that stuff.
Let's think about that.
You ought to be able to smoke on your porch, I guess.
If
but-
it goes down, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. How does that
That's
work?
a good question. I have no idea. I think, I don't know. Y'all are going to get along.
You got to think about it. Most places, like all of the universities and all the places, Old Dominion, where one of my boys works, is all smoke-free, the whole place.
And that's a working
Right.
place. But
Of
your
course.
home, I ain't got a clue.
Yeah. It's a good question,
Yeah,
though.
it is. I don't have an answer for you. I hate to say no, but I'm not a smoker.
Right.
I know the homes that will be for rent here will be no smoking inside.
Let's see.
I'll have this performa written out for you all. I'm just kind of putting feelers out there and kind of playing with it because when I thought about 36 homes here, that's a lot to rent out
It is.
to make money for everybody. So I don't want to have all these homes here and you guys don't make enough money. There's not enough influx of people coming here yet. And we're building this industry on this property. So if we had 18 homes, this is a tiny home hotel investment property only on this 18 homes. The other 18 homes on the beach can be residential.
And the electric and plumbing is just like the forest.
Yeah,
It's-
regular utilities. You got city water, city sewer, city power, and internet, cable, direct cable. It's fiber optics, everything.
Okay. Will there be HOA fees?
No.
Okay. What's the split? Travis wants to know. Like
Don't
the
know yet.
percentage. Don't know yet. Okay. I'm trying to get to everybody's credit because there's a ton of questions.
Really?
Yeah. What's the split if we buy into the Airbnb hotel? Don't know yet.
Yep.
Andrea, what do you mean? Oh, he's asking her. Have you ever thought about making the community look southwestern, Adobe style? You can also have a western style little area for retail stores.
You
We
got
actually
it.
just talked about that.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
I want 3 distinct communities here: the forest, the beach, and the prairie. to the beach, I would love to have Adobe style homes, just like you said, Prairie style homes. But I can't limit it to that because there's going to people want to live out there that don't have that style home. But I will like to have an entrance into that community that has kind of that Western Prairie theme. Just like when you come here, it's got a beach theme. Yeah.
Where's your mom going to be at? Is she going to be on the beach or where?
I think she's coming right here, probably.
Yeah,
She
probably on
loves
the beach.
all this concrete, and she can walk in her walker, and she loves living close next to people. I have a couple deposits already for the beach.
Yes.
So we're going to have a residential area for the beach, and then we're going to have an Airbnb, tiny hotel area for the beach. Now, if something come up, and within the next 30 days, I got people that want to live on all 36. I don't care to do all 36 as residential.
And Diana said, who will own the beach homes? That's where I'm confused. We pay the lot deposit, split the rental income, but after deposit, what is required for us to pay for?
Well, you had to buy a house.
Yeah.
So you're buying your home. Like, let's say you buy that home for $15,000. You own that house. And then you park it here. The $6,000 is to get the infrastructure in, and then you get 2 years free rent, and I pay you back for your $6,000 that got this thing established. Third year is $200 a month. That's just lot rent and be $200 a year from then on out.
Right.
I can't tell you, it may raise some after that, but like I said previously, my philosophy is to keep it low. But you own your home. Let's say somebody comes and rents it out for $100 that night, okay? That $100 a night will be deposited into an account. In our agreement, which I don't know what the split is, we will split that $100. Let's say it's 70-30, 60-40, I don't know what it is. If it's a 70-30, you get $70, I get 30. But out of that 30, you know, we may include cleaning, or the cleaning may be included in to the customer that stays here, like we did the resort. I used to own a management company. Back then it was a 60-40 split. I don't know what it is now. But out of what you receive, you pay your own water bill, your electric bill, you pay the bills out of that. What I do with my split is I advertise it, I market it, I take care of it, I make sure it's rented, I make sure there's butts in the bed.
Yeah.
So you make money. Since I was in the resort business, now you have Airbnb on the internet, right? And you could do that yourself, but now you don't have anybody overseeing your home, cleaning your home, taking care of your home, and if it's got something wrong with it.
Or the following that we have. So we've got an inn, especially with all the stuff going on.
So our advantage to be able to, I want a management company that will manage these. There's going to be a couple Airbnbs in the actual forest itself. Some people are going to rent them out. That's up to them how they want to do it. That's their lot. They can do that. There's several they're going to have out there in the forest. The lady that came today, she was very concerned that she's going to have a house in the forest, but she don't want to do an Airbnb because she doesn't want to make it transient feel for the rest of the residents in the forest. I appreciate her interest in that and concern.
Right.
I don't know how much that's going to influence it or not. I think it'll be fine to have a few Airbnbs in the forest. It's just, I think it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
But this will be designated as a tiny house hotel is what they call it, really.
Right.
And it's investment property.
Yeah. Bonnie wants to know, the land is fairly flat. What about flooding?
Been here a year. It's rained more than it has ever rained, and water, it's made to drain. We got drainage ditches in here. It doesn't flood. I mean, never flooded.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Which models do you want for the hotel? That's a good question, Travis.
I would like to have RJOs and Freedoms.
Yeah, that would look so good.
I want to keep them all the same in the tiny hotel, and that's what I want to come up with. I'd like to come up with everybody. I think I know what sells, I know what rents, and I know the size, and I know the amenities in which instead. You're buying an investment property. You are not buying a home to live in. So inside, it may not have ample closets. It may not have certain kitchens and things you have in there.
It's different for a rental.
Yeah,
You're not
it's different
living
for
there.
a rental.
Yeah.
It may have some other things that I want to come up, and I like to come up with maybe 3 or 4 designs. You choose from that, we put them in here, and it's conducive. It all is rhyming. It goes together.
Right. Veronica wants to know, what area will the shops be in?
The shops?
Will the shops go over there?
Right now,
Good question.
in my mind right
Yeah.
now, I've kind of got it wrapped around this kind of little area right here, so
Okay.
it's centrally located. Is the shops will be
Right.
Our warehouse, that big white building, will continue on down. This is our plan. That's a pretty probably concreted plan. What we'll do.
Yep.
So we'll take that all the way down. Any building materials, anything that has to do with tiny homes will be in the building.
Right.
So this place will be clean as a pin. Everything will be inside.
And something I know we've addressed before, but about the Wi-Fi, Sean said, will the internet work better than these videos? Explain why it won't affect the people that have internet.
On your homes, you have a direct cable to your home. The Wi-Fi is directly into your house, so you're hardlined into the Wi-Fi.
Right.
It's not Wi-Fi, it's directly into the cable internet. We use a Wi-Fi wireless, and because of the environment and things that happen, the signal comes and goes. Yeah.
Let's see, somebody said, I wonder how much warmer the decks at the beach will be. So much sun warming concrete. Some of the heat might radiate up through the deck, warm our elders as they enjoy the night air. Is that something to be concerned about?
I don't think so. I mean,
yeah,
it's been hot today.
I know, and it's nice. I know, it's like really nice.
It's a little warm, but it feels so good.
Let's see. For residential, can you get more than one lot?
Yeah, you can buy all of them you want.
Let's see.
Not buy them, put a deposit on all of them and rent them all.
And I'm still digging through. I know you guys are way ahead of me, so I'm trying to go through these and try to get all of them.
Can you see behind me? Isn't this awesome?
Yes.
Look at all these homes behind me, everybody. I mean, we're talking, look at this. This is a one factory we're doing here. Who in the industry does that? Tell me, who does it? On that little bitty building over there, all these homes are coming from that little bitty building. It's a 60-foot wide, 100-foot long. We build 6 to 8 homes at a time.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now this is a good, Trucker Mike's asking about RVs and campers, because you had talked about that before, about having a place for those. Yeah.
This is what I did. I think we have 1 or 2 RVs that are coming in the forest, aren't we?
I believe so,
I think there is. I'm going to limit that, and it was on a case-by-case basis.
Right.
I know when we were starting, we launched the forest, and I talked to somebody today about that. I have a person who's interested in, who just put a deposit down on 2 lots in the beach. She wants them. She said, I want in now because I know it's going to sell super quick, and I don't want to lose out. So she went ahead and put her deposit. She doesn't have the money to build the homes yet. She said, I'll get it later, but I want in. So, but she was concerned about RVs and not looking like you got an RV, couple RVs, and a couple tiny homes. I love RVs. They're there for a reason, but I don't want a lot of RVs in here. We got a couple lots in the forest for a couple people. The reason I did that is I didn't know how well it would go over.
Well, sure.
And I thought we were going to have to, get people in here however they could live and live in whatever we could get them in here.
Right.
Now with our success and what we're doing, and there's been so much really great news, and we've had a lot of good press, and you guys have been really interested in what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
We don't really need to cater to that. So it's, I've had to do what I've had to do to live. And now that people are interested in what we're doing, and we're building a beautiful place, I want all tiny homes. This is a tiny home village. Now I am thinking about somewhere in the Prairie of sectioning this one section off by itself.
Yeah.
And just stuffing it full of RVs. Maybe
and we can actually walk closer up there if you want to.
We may get 20 or 30 RVs back in here or more in a certain area, but it'll be vegetated and walled off from the Prairie. Vice versa. That's just that's a thought that I have. Maybe it may not even go there.
And this ain't even a fine. I mean, this is just before it all happens.
Yeah.
You don't know what things could change.
Exactly.
Talking about the Prairie, is there an allowance for temporary foundations, such as that the tiny homes at the Prairie could be placed on the ground instead of on a trailer? Seems neat for the Prairie to be different like that.
On foundations?
To be sat on the ground.
Yeah. I don't know if we are able to do that. Even though Cocke County has no zoning, we still have to be portable. And the reason is because if it's not on wheels, they will tax you as a permanent home. And we have to be able to move them. Now, that's why we wanted skirting around it, okay, to make it look like it's a permanent home, but it's still on wheels.
How many tiny homes are going to be on site? What's projected?
got 68. Let's just say 70. We got we got 36 here. That's what, let's say 106. And then probably, I don't know what we could have over there. I know at least another 50.
That's amazing.
So probably 150, 160 homes plus whatever else I do.
Right.
Because I want to build stilt homes here. I'm thinking about stilt homes along the back, above the trees.
That'd be cool.
I mean, there's just fun stuff here, everybody.
Now, Myra was saying, I want something bigger. Will a 500 to 600 square foot one fit on the property?
Probably not. You know, that's a 12-foot, 14-foot wide house. I'm not opposed to building that. You know, in the Prairie, it might be all right because it's wide open. There's not a lot of trees, and we can park it. But you're getting into a park model when you get to that. That's not really a tiny home anymore. I know it's a small house, really tiny for most people if you're sizing down. But the tiny home, those are tiny homes, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Diana said, I have 2 deposits on phase 2 Forest and was under the impression we were able to do Airbnb on them. Now, what was said, did that change? No.
I didn't say that it wasn't.
No, that didn't change at all.
I didn't change nothing. I said there's going to be Airbnbs in the forest, and I like them.
Yeah, exactly. So you must have heard it wrong there.
Yeah. Airbnbs are great in the forest. Fine.
Let's see. Just trying to get there right. Let's see.
That big cloud there, Amanda. Isn't that cool?
Oh my God, it's so pretty.
More questions?
Randy, there's a ton of questions tonight. Can we do storage containers on the Prairie?
I am gonna storage container. Oh, a home to live in?
Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. Well, I'm not sure. I think that's what she means.
A storage container. You mean to live in?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, in the Prairie, it's homes. It's tiny homes. It'd be awesome to have all kinds.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you sell the skirting?
Yes, we'll build it and sell it to you and install it and all that. This is what we're gonna take care of all the amenities. We'll build your decks, the skirting, the little bitty sheds that you can have along your homes. Out here in the investment property, there's no sheds. You don't need that. These people are not living here. But in the forest and the Prairie and part of the beach area, we'll have little sheds.
And Laura wants to know, what are we doing about security issues? Well, like, what are we doing for security?
You be packing, man.
Exactly.
Well, we're gonna put a guard gate at the front.
Yes.
And I'm hoping to somehow coordinate people that want to work or volunteer to stay there. We can't afford to pay 24/7 guard gate.
Right.
But if we can have a voluntary revolving people that want to sit at the guard gate for 2 to 5 hours at a time or whatever it is, love that. And so that's security coming in. I think if we got a gate going open and closing all the time with guests and all this, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be too much.
Law enforcement issues, fire department issues. Fire department's just right down the road,
Yeah,
ain't it?
we invite the fire department to come here. They've been here. They like what they're doing. We already went to 911. We're getting all of our addresses. When they come in, as they can say, I've got a 93-year-old mom. If something happens right here, these roads are large enough for an ambulance. The radius of this is large enough for an ambulance.
And we're close to town.
We're 1 mile from the city limits. Downtown is another mile, right? So we're 3 miles from downtown.
Everything.
And yeah, it's right here.
Veronica wants to know, can we drive golf carts on the property?
Love
That's
it.
a
My
great
mom asked
question.
me today. She goes, I want a golf cart, Randy. So I'm looking for her a golf cart. Love golf carts.
Melody said, I want to park my house on the Prairie. It's beautiful over there. It's beautiful in all 3.
Yeah.
Let's see. 245 people are watching.
No way!
I just realized that somebody said there's 230. I just read that. I didn't even pay attention.
Thank you for watching.
Well,
Look at everybody.
It's awesome.
Look at this. I mean, this is tiny. This is the tiny home. We have taken this to another level. What other company can offer this tiny home factory?
I know.
And then behind you, we got the tiny home beach coming on. And look at it. This is a tiny home hotel.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I think the almost 300 people love. They
Me.
love. Well, of course they
Me.
love you, but they love getting their questions answered. They absolutely love it. I don't know another.
Love asking them.
I know.
Tell me what.
All right, you ready? I
Go.
should have brought you a chair. How large are the sheds that you're going to build?
The sheds are going to be 4 foot by 8 foot.
Okay.
So 4 foot deep, 8 foot wide, shed roof on the back.
Okay. When will the Prairie be built? Prairie's over there.
It's way over there. We can walk this way a
Okay,
little bit.
let's walk over there and show it. I don't think we've ever really showed it.
And we can show the beach a little bit as we go by it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be putting more homes on the beach just to give you that feel. Amanda ordered $1,000 worth of palm plants and trees.
I did.
That we're gonna set out and try to get that tropical feel.
See
here,
what
okay?
it'll look like, yeah. And they're artificial, so they're not real ones. They're, yeah.
And we're gonna take and cut this concrete, and I'm gonna plant bamboo that lives here. You know?
Yes. In which they were talking about the bamboo and said that it takes off, so he is going to contain it. It'll be.
I hope it takes off and kills everybody.
Stop it.
Strangles you.
Well, we're down to 0 people.
Bamboo everywhere. See there? Isn't that cool looking?
That is so cool looking.
Tell me you're not gonna. You know what I love about it is you're coming in. It's concrete. There's no flooding like the lady was concerned about. There's no mud. There's no debris. You don't have to worry about this ever. Guests come in. They can go by our guard gate, right?
Yeah.
Check in. Come in here, and there you go. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, Donna Sass wants to know how many spaces are available in the beach right now. We've sold what, 3?
3. And
We've
got
sold
30
3.
On the investment motel area, the hotel, tiny home hotel. Lady took 2 today, so there's 16.
Okay, and then the residential, we have our one lady. She's had
And
her
there's
deposit
17
in
here, and my mom makes 16.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
That's the Prairie, everybody.
Melody wants to know, will there be carports?
No carports.
No carports.
No. Over there are all the Prairie. Everything's the Prairie over there.
Leonardo just said, I'd like to work for you for free. Hired.
Let's do it.
My God. How can you say no to
Can you
that?
swing a hammer?
Janet said, I'll be security in a heartbeat. She's a hoot.
I think people are gonna love working in that.
Oh, there'll be so many
That
people
guard
wanting to
gate's gonna have so much
volunteer.
gossip. Can you imagine?
Listen,
Whoa.
I would do it for the gossip alone, folks. Come on, you will know everything.
You're gonna know, oh, Sarah got a package from Nevada.
Again. All she does is order from Amazon. My God, is that another QVC?
Exactly.
What about let's see. What will the Prairie be built? Okay, we got that. We already talked about the.
I'm just trying to keep moving so people can see
that's
behind
fine.
me. They don't want to look at me. They want to
And
look at
Jay,
these
he had
houses.
already touched base on what about the cost of the 4th year, because you already talked about that.
Yep.
Now, where exactly is this? I know near Knox, but what city and zip? If you could tell the city and the zip code.
37821 is Newport, Tennessee. We are 35 miles from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Probably another 12 miles from Cosby, Tennessee. Just a little bitty town.
Yeah.
The Great Smoky Mountains National Park, I think, is 7 miles away, maybe 10. Is the park entrance to hundreds of miles of hiking. Some of the most beautiful property east of the Mississippi.
Yes.
Then you've got Knoxville's 45 miles away, and you've got Asheville, North Carolina, 67 to 70 miles away.
And Janet, you cannot walk to downtown from here. You cannot.
I mean, you can, but it's on the side of a 2-lane road.
Yes, right, exactly.
You can swim up the river.
Stop it. Stop.
Because that river goes downtown.
Carol said, my cardiologist says there are some amazing doctors at Newport. That's good
Really?
to know. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. We got a great health food store here called the Mustard Seed.
Yes.
And he is world renowned. He has just now went to Africa. He was just up in British Columbia speaking. He's a great, I guess, speaker. They have classes there in the winter that they start with all of their nutritional facts. So his wife had full-blown stage 4 breast cancer.
That's true.
Totally, beat it through nutrition, she said.
Yes, exactly. Can you put Beth wants to know, can you put 2 storage containers together on 2 lots for a bigger house?
2 on 2, maybe in a prairie you could work something like that out.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because remember that.
I don't know.
No, I don't know about that. Well, the one thing is but she's going to get 2 lots. The one guy that was asking about putting a workout thing, he was wanting to put it on 1 lot, 2 things on 1 lot. So, okay. Shirley said, yes, please answer all the questions. Okay, yes. We love Amanda. I love when they say that. That's just awesome.
Yeah, it is cool.
Let's see.
But that's the Prairie, everybody. On the other side where that car is, which used to be a parking area, but all that Prairie along that whole pine tree area, I think it's
beautiful.
I don't know how many acres it is. It may be only 5 to 7 acres, if that.
It's just awesome, and all this isn't gonna stay this way,
All this will be cleaned up.
Oh,
all
it'll
that
all
wood.
be cleaned.
See our trusses?
Yes.
Look at our trusses we built.
Wow.
There's 21 trusses there.
That's awesome.
And we're going to take them, we're going to stand them up, and we're going to have another 100 feet, and we're going to try to go 300 feet.
Let's see here. It took me back to, okay, no carports. Make sense here. Okay, the shed size is perfect. Love what you're doing. Lynn Lowe's answered them. Yes, we deliver. Somebody asked about delivering out west.
Yep. Well, we love delivering. Everything we hear, everything we have here is delivered. We deliver everywhere. We just got back from Utah.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to Ohio. We're going to North Carolina. Yeah.
We're going to California.
We love delivering. California, yep.
Could a full-size washer and dryer be plumbed in the outside shed? That's a good question.
You know, you'll have to keep it heated.
Yeah.
You know, in the wintertime.
We'd
We'd have to insulate it, heat it.
Yeah, because it can't just be out there.
You have to have electric to it. It's not impossible at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Serious about questions. They're important issues. Laura said yes, absolutely. Because I love everybody's asking all these questions.
Yeah. One thing, and just
you keep on going.
tell me, yeah, when you got a question. One thing I wanted to tell you guys is with the city, and I mentioned this in an earlier video, is that when it comes to the water, all right, you have city water.
Oh, yes.
All right. For me to put a meter, let's say the forest has got 68 lots. For me, put a meter at every single lot was $800
Lord.
per lot.
Per lot.
Okay. So that's like $56,000, something like that, 54, right?
Quite a bit.
Okay. But on top of that, the bare minimum payment that you would have, if you didn't even live there and you took off and went on vacation for a year, would cost you $54 a month.
That's stupid.
So if you don't even use water, it's $54.
That's crazy.
But if I pay $4,000 and put a meter at the beginning of this community,
Yeah.
and I provide water for you all, right, on 1 meter, and let's say we shut it down, we all go on vacation, right?
Yeah.
They only charge me for 68 homes $100 a month.
Wow.
That's all they charge me. Okay?
So you had to go that way.
So I said, there's no way I want these ladies and the people here paying $50 a month
Right.
on top of paying me $200, right? So we're gonna average the water bill. They claim it's like a $20 a day is an average for an RV park that people consume water. And whatever that water bill, whatever that water they charge for $20 a day,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just add it to your payment of $200.
Yeah.
If we average $10 a month, we're just gonna be $210. But you have
Right.
that's included in your water bill, so it's actually gonna save you a lot of money.
Yeah. And Travis says, and $6,000 for the hotel lot too, right?
Yes.
Will that also have the $200 fee after 2 years?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Sure will.
If I put Tia wants to know, if I put a deposit down, can my tiny home sit until the Prairie is built? Any deposit on it?
Yeah.
But can it sit, like if she gets it built now, I guess, can it just
What does that mean?
stay here like these, I guess, until the Prairie's ready?
Like on somebody else's lot? I mean, I don't know.
No, just sitting like they are now.
Well, we're getting a lot of that. People coming
know,
in.
it's getting
I'm limited to how
full.
much electricity and sewer temporary hookups that I have.
Well, it's not a temporary. She's saying just sitting there.
Oh, you mean just leave it here?
Yeah, just leave it.
And not live
it's
in it?
built. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Gosh, leave
that's
it here.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll
If you're-
store your home for,
Yeah. If you're
no
not
problem.
living in it, then that's fine.
No problem. Yeah.
Let's see. Thank you for asking.
Man, it's getting dark on us.
I know. I've wondered about utilities being the shed as well. So the building can be used for shops and studios and whatever kind of extra room someone can use, but I don't know if that's allowable shed use here. Okay. About the washer and dryer and stuff. Or let's see. Utilities to be in the shed as well. Yeah. So the building can be used for shops and studios, whatever kind of extra room someone can use, but I don't know if that's allowable.
I'm not
shed
understanding what you're
use
saying.
here. I think I've wondered about utilities to the shed as well, talking about
Oh, the little storage shed.
Yes, right.
See, you guys can buy a little storage shed. That's not made for a lot of stuff. It's made for some shovels, chainsaw, little piddly stuff, or whatever you got. I'm going to build the storage units over here that you can rent separately. They'll
Yes.
be bigger.
Bigger.
Just like you do at a city, they got all these storage sheds. I'm going to have roll-up doors and offer that to everybody.
Are you going to do a kiosk for mailboxes? Talk about mail.
All right, we looked into these kiosks for mails.
Yes.
I was going to put one maybe out there, but for like,
expensive.
when we looked into it for like 30 boxes, it was over $4,000 just for the boxes alone. Then on top of that, I need to build a roof system over it. So when you pull out when you come out of your car, you look, you got to be standing there. You can't be soaking wet, pouring the rain, getting your mail, right? It's just, to me, it's just way too expensive right now to think about doing that. Maybe in the future we can do it, but right now it's just a P.O. box down at the local mailbox, mail carrier.
And somebody just mentioned, Alyssa and I, when we went to through town, they asked if we could do that again. Maybe you and I could do that and go through town and kind of show where everything's at.
What Newport has and what it is.
Yes.
And stuff. Yeah, let's do it.
Everybody really enjoyed that.
All right. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
Show it the mustard. We could show the mustard seed and show where Lowe's, where's McDonald's, where's
You
Walmart.
guys want to go for a ride? We'll go for a ride. We'll
Yeah.
show you Newport. We'll show you all the little shops. We'll show you downtown, the 911, the hospital, all that stuff.
Yes, that'd be a good idea. Let's see.
And strap me to the roof, Amanda.
I still have not gotten to the end.
Are you
What about
serious?
storage on top of the storage container? Then Amanda can be on. Then Amanda, can that be on one lot? So a container on top of a container.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, two-story.
A
Shoot, yeah,
two-story
I'd love that.
Container.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I actually wanted a container village here. Nothing but containers.
Paula wants to know about how much all I need to put down for one of the hotel homes.
$6,000. For the home, this is for the lot. It's $6,000 for the lot. And then for a home, you buy a home. Yeah.
Are there any deposits for the Prairie yet? No one's put a deposit on the Prairie yet.
And again, I haven't mapped that thing out. Men and I talked about it. When you come in the gate, you would turn left, of course. And I'm thinking about maybe having a Prairie shop over there.
Sure.
And it looks westerny and it looks
We
Prairie.
talked about that a few months ago.
With sidewalks, wooden sidewalks and stuff.
Now this is something you had talked about too. Could you could make a tiny house laundromat. Remember you talked about doing that?
I thought about taking a 20-foot container, insulate it, and put washers and dryers in it.
Deborah wants to know, is it possible to get an 8x8 shed? They're all going to be 4x8, right?
I want to make them all the same size. You need any
Yes.
more than that, we'll have storage units you can rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would there be any kind of idea for, that possibly could do a carport, or no? Never would do, or what's the?
I don't think, even though there's no zoning in here, there is a zone. Everything here has to be portable. Everything has to be able to pick up and go. You can't come in here and homestead, fasten everything to the ground and all that. I know you can't do that.
Any place to have horses?
You know what? I've just got that large section there, and I'm not sure what we'll do in the Prairie. I'm sure the Prairie will be filled up, and a horse takes a lot of grass to feed and eat. I think a horse is real pretty to look at.
Yeah.
And grazing and stuff.
Of course.
So I'm not opposed to it at all. I like to have one horse here that we could feed, but I don't know who's going to take care of it or whatever.
Well, and two, you don't know that. We've got some neighbors with farms. You never know what they can offer. Close, you never know.
Oh, so to board it.
Yeah, to board it.
Yeah.
Or something like
no,
that.
I had no idea on that.
Or she was talking about here though.
Yeah.
But any update on when we can move into the forest community? So it's still.
Talked to the city today. They finally finalized our sewer plan. Okay, they finally finalized it, and it's actually working out better. We've had 6 different sewer plans. I mean, they have been scratching their heads trying to figure out which way to go and what's going on. Today's perfect. It's done. It's finalized. He said they're putting it in action. Blah.
I know. Listen, nothing's fast enough.
To me, I still think we're 2 months out.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome to have it done in 2 months.
Because they got everything else going on too.
Listen, we got to
It
dig a
takes
ditch
time.
for the sewer. It's 48 inches deep. All right, they're going to do that and put it in and put the manholes in. There's like 8 manholes putting it in. They're putting another pump system in. all that's got to go in, and then we've got to put our primary power in. It's another 48 inches deep, and it's got a crossover, secondary crossover. So we're working all the logistics out. I'm just happy that we finalized the plan and we're going. I've already paid for it. I wrote the city a check for $209,000 to get this taken care of.
Yes. Whatever happened to the finance company?
Finance
Great
company.
question.
The one we were talking about before, FHC or something like that.
Or no,
like Kentucky
it was
KFG.
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 Yes.
That was a hoax.
It was a hoax.
And you
Big
guys could probably
deal.
dig up the skinny on all that. And I don't want to go any more on that. But we're talking to a company out of North Dakota right now that's really excited about what we're doing. All right. I will touch a little bit on that, which may enlighten the financing. We are a tiny home company that maybe we're working on getting our modular home license.
Yes.
I just can't tell you enough about how that's going to work. But if we will be a, quote, licensed modular home builder,
Amazing.
that means we are just like Clayton Mobile Homes, all these big guys out here. We're not going to be that big. I mean, we're building tiny homes. I love what I
Yes.
do. And we love custom. And we're different. But we'll be classified as a modular tiny home. That opens up financing to almost any bank there is.
Yes.
We are going to be certified.
That's amazing.
Nationally certified, of course, state certified, but that state certification goes nationally. So we will have inspections by the state, and just like a modular home, when that hits, you could finance these homes across the country.
And there'll be more of the incredible properties other places.
Everybody, I think we're just at the bottom of this bomb getting ready to blow up.
I think so too.
As we became classified as a modular home company, then you got financing, then I'm talking that building is going to be 3 buildings, and we're going to love it. And then I've always wanted to put in a location out west that we build tiny homes out west, and some of these great men here that know how to build the way we've taught them will be relocating and creating this environment. Plus, this is an icon and a prototype of the incredible properties that I've formed, a company called Incredible Properties Inc. So we're going to hopefully take this prototype and mass produce it across the United States.
I've got a question about off-grid. We hadn't even talked about off-grid. For those off-grid, can we use French drains for the gray water? It's a good question.
There's no gray water allowed in the state of Tennessee.
Okay.
Believe me,
It's a great question.
I've been in face-to-face with the authorities about gray water. If you have water hooked to a house, right, you cannot live in that house without a sewer system.
Okay.
That's the state of Tennessee.
Okay. Kenneth wants to know, regarding weather, what kind of potential severe weather do you get here in Newport? Tornadoes, blizzards,
When I moved here to Tennessee, one old guy told me one time, I thought it was the greatest way to describe Tennessee weather. You don't get the best and you don't get the worst. I've been here for 32 years. Amanda's born and raised here.
Yep,
She's 74. She's never seen a tornado. Never seen a tornado.
No hurricanes.
I've seen it hail twice or 3 times.
Yeah.
Hardly, you get some high winds every once in a while.
It's very mild.
We've had one snow in 1993 that they all talk about, the great storm of 93, and we got 36 to 40 inches of snow.
Yeah.
Since then, we've only got probably skips of 4 to 5 inches 2 or 3 times a year, and that's it. Last year, it didn't even snow.
It's no big deal. It's very easy going here with the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spring and fall is to just die for here.
Everybody, it was probably 92 degrees today, but there was low humidity. In the fall of the year, this is like Hawaii.
Yeah.
And we get this all the way up. You could go all the way to Christmas like this. It'll get a couple cold snaps. When I say cold, that means down in the 30s at night, maybe some 20s by Christmas. We've had a couple cold, about a week of cold before Christmas, and sometimes we've had Christmas at 70 degrees.
Off-grid, they said off-grid will not be hooked to water.
You have to have water in your house.
So you have to.
If you have a tank sitting outside, you have to have a sewer system.
Yeah.
If you have any water going to that house, believe me, I tried. I tried an off-grid community, and all of them had rainwater, all of them had tanks, and they said, no, move them out.
Beth said 93 was rough. It really was, because Lindsay, my daughter, was only a year old at that time, not even a year old.
Yeah.
And we were stuck at the trailer, and we couldn't get to Mom's house. And,
They had the National Guard here and
National
helicopters
Guard.
and everything.
Gosh.
Can you guys still see me?
They can see you a little bit. I'm trying to get through all the rest of the questions so we can answer everybody. Going to run the camera. Anyone?
I can't believe we're still doing this.
I know. Strapping down the
How's
house
that?
for safety. Oh, you look so scary. Oh, that looks good.
How's that?
Oh, you look good in that light. The house is strapped down for safety.
Yes, we got ringlets underneath them. You
Mm-hmm.
can strap them down.
And that's Beth. I'm so glad she brought this up. Sometimes we do get to eat outside at Thanksgiving. We've done that quite a bit. It's kind of like, we call it like a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and we'll just get a piece of plywood. Randy will fix up a table, put a sheet on it, and you just put food out there and you eat. And it's
Tell me, with this beach
awesome.
area, wouldn't it be cool to have a
Wouldn't that be fun?
Thanksgiving out here
Yeah.
on the beach area? Everybody walk around getting a plate from
Oh,
everybody.
it'd be so
Little
fun.
potluck
Everybody,
Thanksgiving.
Everybody cook. Get your casseroles. Take your name on the bottom.
Christmas trees decorating
Yeah.
each community in Christmas and fall and spring.
Trucker Mike wants to know, isn't there a little bit of woods at the back of the prairie?
No, there's only a tree line.
Just a tree line. Are you going to have a pole lighting in the forest? Good question.
Oh, like street lights?
Yeah, street lights.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put electricity from each house out that we can. I'm not going to have street lights out there ready, but I'm going to have electricity from the house that we can put Christmas lights. And I like lowing lights.
Yes.
I don't want anything tall.
The people about the off-grid. So I need to have a water catchment. Can they have a water catchment for the off-grid?
You talking about being here?
Yeah.
You can't. You can have water catchment. You just you got to be hooked to sewer.
You have to be hooked to it.
You have to
Okay.
have either a septic tank, like if you buy 100 acres in Tennessee and you live in the center of that sucker, you got to have a sewer system. If they know about it.
Would you build a two-story containers, Adobe style, to put there?
What do you stucco the whole thing over?
I guess so.
I'll build anything.
You'll die trying. I know
love
that. Can we put a fence around it? Good question.
A fence around the
Tamika?
house?
Yes.
No.
No.
And this is the reason why, everybody. I can't have 52 different types of fencing.
Yeah.
You know,
You want it to look good.
We have to make it look conducive throughout the whole
Randy,
place.
we just went through all the questions. I just made it to the
My
bottom.
gosh.
Oh, wait a minute. Here's another one. Breaking cement and use some for walkway steps.
Oh, the part of the concrete that we pull out?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where we need walking, steps with the concrete. And it could be, but most of this is going to have steel in it and rebar and stuff. We're going to have to cut it and probably won't be able
Probably
to salvage
not.
much of
Okay.
it. I'll use it for something.
Will there be an area for dogs? Good question,
Yes.
Tamika.
Yeah, we're going to have a dog lot. And that's what I got to remember is we do have a lot of strips for dogs, and I want one for each community.
Yes.
The forest will have a dog lot.
So they don't have to go so far over.
Yep, and so will the beach area, and so will the prairie.
Now, Tina's got to stop. She's saying roast turkey, a stuffing, cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes. Now, listen, I'm on a diet. Stop that.
We'll have a great time.
Oh
And I want
my
to build a
gosh.
lodge here, everybody. You understand? I want to build a
Yes.
lodge. And that's something where you can all just hang out and congregate.
How much yard with each lot after the car in the house? There's really no yard, is it? I mean, like,
On which one?
on the beach.
On the beach is 45 by 30. It's just, there is no yard. It's concrete.
It's concrete, exactly.
And I'm going to cut the concrete with vegetation on both sides and in the back.
Right.
So what's going to happen is the years to come, this thing is going to be, I want it to be a jungle. All right? So when somebody
Yes.
talked about
Beautiful.
the actual concrete getting hot and warm, I want trees to grow bigger and shade everything we can. Maybe even plant some regular trees in here too.
And to Kamika, I'm so glad she brought this up. She said, I still haven't heard back for the Aqua container home. We've got to get those 5 houses out here that's for sale and the container home. Tell her about the Aqua one that right now, the teal one.
The Aqua container home is a 20-foot container. It's got bunk beds in the back. It's got two beds, bathroom, kitchen, living room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So what is she, if you buy it as is right now?
As is $15,000.
As is $15,000.
That's what we got in it.
Yes.
That's what I paid out for is $15,000.
Exactly. So I will get with Alyssa and I'm gonna write your name down because I remember you asking about that before. So I'll make sure that we
Who
get
that
that to you.
We need a guard gate.
We need a guard gate. There's somebody. Who is that? We don't know.
Can you see me?
I can see you. If I buy, let's see.
Are you? There's still questions?
Yes, just let me.
Oh my gosh.
I
This is
know.
awesome.
It is. We still got 239 people on here.
Hey, everybody.
And everybody's hungry because of Tina. So thanks a lot, Tina, because, Lord,
I gained 12 pounds over the weekend.
I think we're good.
I'm back being a vegan.
I think we're good again.
I'm not like a true vegan because, you know,
I know.
I eat meat, but.
I know. And that's what Lynn Lowe, listen, she'd be all on you because she said, listen, it's not a, what was it? She said it's not a sad thing or detriment or something to be healthy. So you better straighten up.
What do you mean?
Like it's not a punishment to be healthy.
It's not a punishment to be healthy.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Well, like, you know, like we're missing out on something, like eating the whole weekend and all that's good stuff, blah, 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 blah. So
Yeah.
some people are true, you know.
Well, it's not a religion to me. Vegan
Right.
is not a religion to me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for health, and I feel
Exactly.
amazing being on it. It's
Yes.
the first time in 10 months that I had a meal.
And good question, is all the lots gone? I did not actually get to ask Alyssa.
We got to find that out because
Alyssa.
I know there was 2 lots. I thought the person that had them
Mm-hmm.
wanted something happened in their life, and they said, "Hey, we just want to let everybody know that there's 2." I think so. We need to find that out for tomorrow.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you for all your questions.
This has been amazing. This has been a big
awesome, man.
Q&A.
Hey, Melanie told me today. She sent me a text, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and she said that we were featured on Tiny Home Industries. Is she on there tonight?
I didn't see her on here.
Okay, it was Tiny Home.
THIA is what it was.
TH
THIA.
Tiny Home Industry Company, something like that.
Association.
Association.
Yes, industry association or something.
And they featured our community
Yes.
on their website and
We
talked
didn't
about
know
it.
it.
And it's
Mhm.
supposed to be tiny home builders and advocates. I didn't know anything about it, and I'm really terrible about socially. I just work so much. I'm not on the internet that much. But I thought that was great, and thank you so much if anybody from there are watching.
Yeah.
But to feature our
amazing.
community on there is so cool. Think about it. We have got 68 lots
Mm-hmm.
that are done, ready for people to live on
Yes.
in less than, what, 10 months?
Gosh. Since
and
January.
If we wouldn't have been behind 4 months for weather and then trying to figure out this sewer and everything, we would have already been in. And go ahead.
Well, Yump didn't start. He didn't come over here until what, 3 months?
July?
Yeah, 2 or
Yeah.
3 months ago.
I think it was June or July.
Yeah.
And he's done. They're ready to. We're ready to
Amazing.
dig and put everything in.
That's amazing.
Actually, Yump's ready to cut concrete out here. I'm ready. I've already put the 911 map
Yes.
here. I pulled the permits for the electrical on the beach.
It's already been named and everything.
Everything's ready to go. So I just need people that want to do it. I am ready to pound this thing. Yump's ready to come over here and cut the concrete, pull it out, put the electric power and sewer, and we're ready to roll.
And we do have 5 houses that are available, and we are going to show them. We have just been super behind, and we've got to get those showed to you because somebody just asked about the 24-hour build, the volunteer spirit.
Yes.
It is for sale. It's an 8x24. I don't remember.
Yep, and you can buy it
Yes,
as is. You
as
can
is.
hire us to do the work if you'd like. It's a great little house.
Yeah,
It's 8x24 with a 4-foot overhang.
exactly.
Yeah, it's like an RJO on a Craftsman style trailer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. Well, we're good.
man, everybody,
What a
this is
great night.
ama-
And I want to say too that people are saying thank you for answering their questions.
Really?
Yes, and that is great. Randy loves doing that.
Yeah, I like interacting with you all. I don't know who likes us. I don't know how many people watch us. I don't know any of that stuff, So, for having 240 some people watch us, that's
It was 250 or 260 it got up to. That's
thanks
amazing.
thanks everybody. I want to come on later because I know you guys get home from work
I know.
and stuff. We quit here at 5 Eastern Standard Time. And so we thought, well, if we come on later in the evening, but you can see I'm holding my cell phone up so you can see me. But
You're like the Statue of Liberty.
ah! But I appreciate you all watching and sharing our videos with people. And we're going to show you more homes. We're going to show you how
Yeah.
we build. And every day I think about what you guys want to see in these homes. And I know a lot of them. Like I said, technical things, money things. I wanted to save Friday till we talk about money and finances. And so I got a lot of ideas about what I want to do for
Yeah.
investment, for you guys to make money, guys be able to get out of debt, be able to come here and live. And so, and then us getting a modular license, going to get creative with our financing. A lot of cool stuff,
There's
everybody.
so much going on, and there's so much they don't know about, and it's just, there is more to come. And I don't know if you can see it, Randy, but the sky is like a amethyst purple-ish
Really?
color. It is gorgeous.
Wow.
Oh my God, it's pretty.
Think about sitting on your beach deck,
Yeah.
right? looking at the beautiful sunset, because that's west, everybody.
Yeah.
It's all western skies. And the sun comes up back over here over the woods. And I want to put some stilt homes. I'm talking not stilt homes. I'm talking tower homes. That homes are 30, 40 feet in the air.
Yes.
I don't know exactly where I want to put them, but you talking about something that nobody's ever done before. And that's just one of the great many ideas that I have. But you guys
Love
are
it.
making it happen for us
Yeah, they
because you're
are.
believing in what we're doing. And we're taking your money and we're using it wisely. As you can see, we're making it happen.
Well, I love that you made the decision with everybody's money about the water because you saved thousands. I mean, they was going to pay $54 a month each person.
For the rest of their life,
you
if they
didn't
stay
care
here.
about them,
That's
that's
$600,
crazy.
over $600 a year you'll be paying for water. And now you don't. You pay, what, $120.
Gosh,
If
crazy.
I add, you know, $10, $20 on your bill.
And somebody said, what's a ticket? The tickets to the jam. When is the jam, Randy?
The jam is October 12th, everybody. You got to come here.
12th and
We're going to
13th.
park on the beach area.
Yes.
So that's where we're going to park. We got a big hole area right here. I'm going to dig this out. And we're going to have a bonfire here. We're going to
Yeah.
sit around. We're going to talk. We're going to know each other. We're going to talk about all stuff.
And something I want to add too for the jam, I'm going to do it, and I figure a lot of other people might want to do it, so I don't want you to feel weird if
Yeah.
you're thinking about doing it. But I'm going to dress up for Halloween. Come on and dress up.
Oh, that'll be
I
fun.
think it'll be fun. It'll be close enough to Halloween, and if you want to wear an
What are you
outfit,
going to be, Amanda?
I don't know yet. I might be something on one night and be something else on another night, or
Dress
maybe
up.
just do the one night. I
Play
don't know.
dress up.
Huh?
Play dress up.
That's
And
right.
I'm actually thinking about, we got a couple of trailers that we're going to have here.
Yeah.
And I want to hook them to a little bitty pickup truck, or I'm going to try to get a tractor.
That'd be fun.
And we're going to have hay rides around our perimeter
Oh.
road that Yump's digging for us.
That's going to be
So we're
fun.
going to have some hay rides. We're going to have
Yes.
cook some more. Just relax and
I
hang
love
out.
how you say s'mores.
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 And then we're going to have a bonfire and just talk and hang out and just get to know each other. That's all we're having here.
Well, and Carl said, who's bringing the moonshine? Well, I don't know. It's Tennessee, so.
We are going to have some,
There is-
some spirits here.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, we actually have a vendor here that's going to be offering beer.
Beer,
right?
that's right.
Yep, and it got your own BYOB.
Exactly. So everybody be all right.
Yeah. You know, I'm not a drinker. I'm not opposed to it. I, you know, have a little bit, but that's up to you guys.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, good deal.
All right, man. Thank you, everybody. You don't know how much we appreciate you guys tuning in and watching us. And I know you're falling off the, right, he's done. He's going to say sayonara. So I'm going to say goodnight. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, we're going to bring you more of what we're doing. Every day changes here.
Yes.
This whole world changes. You guys, this could happen in just a few weeks. This whole beach area could be sold out and done.
Yes.
I'm going to launch it. I'm going to take a day and I'm going to say, you know what? Here we go.
This is
Now,
it.
if you're interested right now, we'll take your deposits and what you want, but I'm going to launch this thing. And when we set it off, I'm going to have a couple floor plans to go for on the Tiny House Hotel Beach. There's nothing like it in the United States.
Yes.
And we're going to fill those houses with rentals.
Right.
I think it's going to be a great investment for everybody who wants that.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. I'm Randy Jones. This is Amanda behind the camera. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm turn this light off.
Okay.
Watch this.
Very dramatic.
Gone.
Very dramatic. Oh, the sky's still got a little bit of prettiness there. Good night, everybody.